What's good, everybody, and happy Friday to you guys. Today we have Characters That Don't Belong on the Team by Still Kevin. I could think of a couple of characters. I would say 10-10 from Naruto, useless as hell. She has all these ninja tools that she uses that doesn't really have any effect on whoever she's trying to beat, you know? I don't think I've ever seen her use any type of genjutsu or taijutsu. It's just all like shuriken, and all these other assortment of tools that never really work. I would say Chaozu from Dragon Ball Z. I mean, yeah, he did blow himself up because he thought that he could take out Nappa, but turns out, you know, Nappa was unscathed. After that, he was not really used anymore after that. Let's check out some others that don't belong too.
We all at some point was watching a show, movie, cartoon, whatever it may be. And there was that one character where we sit there and say, wow, this guy sucks, wondering who invited them to the team, because somehow, some way, they're just way more ass than everyone else. Perfect example, Green Lantern. Shout out to all 4 Green Lantern fans out there, but I'm sorry he's buns. And before y'all say, but the comics, everyone is overpowered in the comments. I'm not speaking on the comics.
Even I am not a very avid comic book reader, but I think it goes without saying that most characters from even Marvel or DC comics, their comic book versions are always infinitely more powerful than their TV counterparts, you know? So I was gonna say that, but he got me there.
But what I will speak on is the time he got his pockets took by a normal man. Matter of fact, this entire movie was a humiliation ritual.
I didn't like this movie. I didn't like how they portrayed the Justice League at all in this movie. And I've said this before. It felt like Green Lantern was just so arrogant. Same with Superman. He kind of reminded me of a high school quarterback jockey or some fratty guy that had this very self-righteous and arrogant attitude. I guess what I'm trying to say is he came off really cocky in this movie, and I'm used to Superman being very humbled and not really somebody who's too overly arrogant, you know? Now, Green Lantern, on the other hand, he was the same way in his own regard, but he just seemed like he was a little annoying in this movie. Batman was always Batman, you know. Wonder Woman didn't seem like she had that very nurturing type of humbleness either. I think my favorite version of Justice League is the one that they showed on Cartoon Network and Justice League Unlimited. I love how they did all those characters, and I feel like that's how they should be written, in my eyes. I mean, you could disagree, but that's just how I always see them in their personalities. With this movie, it was what the fuck? When did Superman get so arrogant? And same with Green Lantern. I was like, what the fuck?
First case, he's fighting this monster, right? Batman pulls up, straight up tells him to get the fuck out of his city, and Geo was like, nah, man.
I'm Green Lantern, damn it.
Yeah.
But we in the W and shit, so we just got done at the All-Star game, so
Geo, let me hold your hand while I say this. We do not care. You can be in the W all you want. It won't change nothing. But they end up losing the monster, and Gio was like, damn, so you don't got no powers? No super strength?
And he was sitting here antagonizing Batman, bro, I just don't remember Green Lantern's personality being this way, you know?
No speed, flight, just some guy in a bat suit?
What's this do? Huh?
Yoink.
Yeah, that guy in a bat suit just took your most valuable item, dug all in your pockets, and you didn't even notice. And look what he says after.
You won't do that again. Unless I want to.
You just gotta go home after that. The way he's talking to you, he has no respect. You know, we need a Batman like this for the DCU. Patterson had...
Imagine if Batman had the Green Lantern ring. I'm sure that there is a comic book or a story where he does this. I think Batman would be a pretty cool Green Lantern.
It's the emo version unlocked. The DCU needs one that's just filled with confidence. A little cocky even, but I beg, no trunks. That only works in the games, bro. I don't want to see that live action. But that's a convo for another day. Now, the next thing they decided to do is to go find Superman. And he had the audacity to put Batman in the box just so 5 seconds later gets thrown out right into a fuel tank.
Yeah.
He's doing it to himself.
I don't know what made him think that he could ever take Superman. Like, I know that in this movie, this is how they kind of like form their team, and it's not like a official team, but they're learning how to like work together to fight Darkseid. But Green Lantern was just way too overconfident in this whole movie.
Point. Because if you never...
I love that one scene where like they're at the standoff with Darkseid and Green Lantern just jumps out there to get like the first hit. Darkseid just like swats him away. He proceeds to bounce off a building, falls down, and like I think they're called like the parademons, Darkseid's like minions. They just like punch him on the ground while he's like fucking down. I love that part.
Box, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. It's Superman, and this Superman was moving different. He was juggling them through multiple buildings.
Yeah.
People definitely died during this. This is not the symbol of hope. But when the whole invasion starts and Darkseid reveals himself, this dude GL gonna say,
Yeah,
Stand back.
exactly.
And keep the light show. Green Lantern's got
I
this.
knew he was gonna show this part.
Oh my God!
oh my gosh, bro. What?
He was like the comic relief of this movie. I don't know why they did that to GL like that, bro. I really don't get it. Like, I feel like the Flash is typically the comic relief of the group. Am I wrong? At least in the Justice League TV show that I mentioned earlier. But in this one, it just seems like they hated him.
Was going through your head? You was getting embarrassed all day.
Yeah.
Why'd you call the ISO? You know you don't have the facilities to handle that. And it's even funnier because everyone stood back and just watched it happen. Every single one of them could have prevented that man from getting beat on like this. Especially Flash and Superman. That happened in 0.5 speed for them. And honestly, the way this played out, he deserved it. You can create anything you want and you decide to make a big glove. Shit was still smaller than Darkseid himself. You could have at least triple sized it. And to make it even worse, all this happened in front of Wonder Woman.
Oh, not in front
Not
of
even 30 seconds ago, he was trying to talk her up, which Superman checked his ass for that, by the way. And then this happened. I'd be sick. No way y'all witnessed all the nonsense he did and still invited him to the Justice League.
Personally, I love Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart is like my favorite Green Lantern. I'm not saying that Hal Jordan isn't great, but I do love Jon Stewart. And I just didn't like this version of like Hal Jordan in this movie. There's definitely way other iterations of Green Lantern that I would prefer than this version. I'm definitely not talking about the fucking movie with Ryan Reynolds. That was awful.
Before someone says, but it's Darkseid. Shut up! Nobody else got done like that. Darkseid didn't even do much, really. He got worked by goons. This scene alone single-handedly ruined this man's reputation. He even left a mark on the y'all get the point. Now, someone equally as bad or might even be worse.
Who?
Immortal. Now, in the first season...
Listen, I think if you have been watching me on this channel, you know at least maybe a fragment of my hatred for the Immortal. I do not like this character. I feel like I can't even call him a great value Superman. I don't know where, like, it's just, he is just so useless. He's so ass. So ass. He's just like Cecil's puppet, you know? And I just cannot stand all of the decisions that he was making. I didn't like how when the team didn't like what Cecil was doing, and then the Immortal was like, you guys need to just fall in line and do what you're told and listen to Cecil. I was like, man, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who gonna make us? You? Like, I'm just like, man, who is this dude? You get your ass beat all the fucking time. Shut up. I just can't stand him. I can't. I really can't. I don't like Kate either, bro. But him, I don't like.
Y'all thought he was going to be someone to worry about. He was going to be the one to rival Omni-Man, an actual threat to the Viltrumites. That thought didn't last very long. After his first loss, it just went downhill from there. He gets revived, yelling with pure rage.
Only to get his ass beat again.
Where's Omni-Man? Just for him to get there, and after landing all these hits, and I mean, just look, he's landing a lot of hits. Catches his fist.
Let me lock
Off
in
a
real quick.
single punch, he lost 3 teeth. And look how he comes back and somehow has a black eye. You are so sorry that at this point your body is preloading the damage. His own body doesn't believe in him. And you know, I'll give him some credit for having the courage to return, but like, was it worth it though? Just look at his combo. 17 body shots, no food is being digested. And to be 100% honest, it didn't look like he was doing that bad, but I guess Omni-Man just got bored and just ended it in one hit. Chopped him in half right after, and that wasn't the only time. In the beginning of season 2, we're shown a completely different timeline, and the first thing we witness is Immortal getting his ass beat. I can just imagine the voice actor getting that call back, hearing good news that he got the role, thinking, oh yeah, Immortal's gonna be such a fire character. With a name like that, he's gotta be top 3. I'm sure when he was recording this season is when he knew exactly how sorry his character is. Imagine ending off season 1 getting demolished just to start in season 2 with the same outcome, but this time his son is getting a few licks in too. And once Omni-Man finally shows up, the guy is aura farming on your shit. The way he easily cut your arm off, he could have aimed to the left a little more.
This combo that I think, I don't know if it was from Omni-Man or Mark, but he did like such a sick combo to end the Immortal in this particular episode. It was so fire that I wish they had put it in Mortal Kombat, man.
Ended the fight. He just wanted to drag it out a little bit. Had to get a couple more clips for the gram before he alley-ooped your skull.
It was that one. That combo was so nice. So nice. And it was so fast. Like, this should be like a brutality in Mortal Kombat.
Get a couple more clips for the gram before he
boom, boom.
You
Then he does like the turnaround, like I think elbow, or like he slices his head off. That shit was so clean.
Your skull to his son.
So
and when we cut back to our timeline, they had to stop this alien invasion. And to do so, they had this device that pretty much, if they set it off near the leader, they win. Immortal had his hands on it for not even 3 seconds before Mark bullied it off of him. Imagine being alive for thousands of years and getting punked by an
I didn't even think about that, bro. He was getting pumped by Mark right here, bro. He's like, you know what? Fuck no, I'm doing it. You stay back. I know he had to be like, yo, what the fuck?
18-year-old who just got his powers like a year ago. You can't say a word to him either because you know he will violate you. But it just keeps getting worse. So the radar picks up someone entering Earth at extreme speeds. So his first thought was, oh, it's Omni-Man. It was Alan. And this dude is so trash. How you let that man put you in a headlock? It's one thing.
To be fair, Alan is very strong. I think he's strong enough to kill Viltrumice, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so he has no luck against him either.
Lose, but a headlock is crazy. And the whole encounter, Alan wasn't even trying to fight. You're just catching L after L, but we're still not done. Not only does he lose to the Mauler twins, but a literal child.
And you know what pissed me off? I'm sorry for pausing. You know what pissed me off about this part? The Mauler twins should be in your realm of who you could be as the Immortal, because the Mauler twins are geniuses, right? And they use different tools to, like, you know, with their attacks. They don't really have any super strength. The Immortal does. So it's like, I don't understand how you get like outplayed by the Mauler twins. You should be able to take out at least one of them. Like, how are you getting whooped by the Mauler twins, yo?
Kyle proceeds to handle the same guys with ease. Yeah, you can make the argument that Immortal wasn't trying to kill, but you see the way he broke that nigga jaw? All Immortal gotta do is put a little more umph into his punches, cause he hit him like 30 times and did nothing. No damage. What was you playing around out there? What happened? And immediately after, Mark pulls up and grabs Cecil by the neck. Immortal doesn't move an inch, sitting there watching as his boss.
He's like, I know I can't do shit, so I'm sorry, Cecil.
Gets strangled like he isn't the second strongest in the room. Bro, do something. And guess what? We're still not done. During the Invincible War.
You know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? That's like psychological like damage that Immortal has, because he's been dealing with, he got killed by Omni-Man, I think, what, twice? Then Invincible, I mean, I think he got into it with him. And I think he's just like psychologically scarred, and understandably, because I mean, you feel like at this point you can't really do shit with them. You can't fuck with them.
He's fighting this Mark variant the entire fight. The fake Mark is straight up making jokes and playing around. Granted, he is one of the strongest versions of Mark, but still, getting your face palmed, knocked down, boot straight to neck, like damn. Then he treats your head like a soccer ball and murks your girl with it. It's been 3 seasons and you got no wins under your belt, just straight L's. I know the staff is sick of seeing you in this hospital. The leader of the Guardians getting his ass.
Oh boy, look who it is again. The Immortal, right this way, sir.
Beat this much? No way we're safe. Now this next one really depends on how you.
I'll keep your bed warm, sir.
Jogo. He somehow, some way managed to fight the 2 strongest beings in the show exclusively. It's like he signed an agreement to only fight them. If I was a cursed spirit, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that guy just in case he just happens to spawn one of the admins. Like the first interaction, he really caused himself. I don't know who.
Listen, this interaction with Gojo when they first fought, when he got out the car, this was so disrespectful. So disrespectful, y'all. If you haven't seen this anime, it's like for one, you kind of saw how Gojo was moving. And then on top of that, he went and got Itadori and said, hey, you know, if you don't mind, I'm going to bring my student here and he's going to witness me whooping your ass.
He's been hanging around that's gassing his head like this, but buddy, they hold you. Why did you think it was okay to fight Gojo of all people?
I'm saying.
The guy whose birth changed the balance of the world and you thought you can just run up on a man and win? Matter of fact, Geto even told you, hey man, don't fight Gojo. I'm just trying to help. You don't want to do this to yourself. And when Geto told Jogo that he's equivalent to around 9 of Sukuna fingers, that had to be capped. A 9 wouldn't be forced into hand holding and immediately get gut checked. And that wasn't even the worst of it. Not only was he giving you an entire lesson on how his powers worked whilst beating your ass, he said, hold on, this is some useful information for my student. Grabbed Yuji and said, watch how I do this nigga. Allowed him to pop his.
Imagine if you're like in a street fight and you're just getting absolutely dog walked by some guy you're fighting, and they've said, hold on, wait a minute, man, let's take 5. I'm gonna go get my wife and kids so they can see me whoop your ass some more. Yo, it doesn't get more disrespectful than that, man. And then he still wins? Like, damn. I don't even know how you recover from some shit like that, bro. I don't think you can.
Just to show him that he can counter it. Oh, and he didn't kill him either. He pulled his head off, foot all over face, and the only reason he survived is because Hanami saved him. And the next time they fought, he put his whole sack on your arm. And to this day, I don't know why he did that. He ripped his head off with pure arm strength before. He had no reason to get in that position. And that's all that really happened in the scene, just straight balls to arm. Then later on, when he awakened Sukuna, he was given a proposal that if he landed a hit, Sukuna would work under him. And once again, who is in your corner gassing your head like this? Because you know damn well you're not landing a hit. The dude immediately erased your arms, then your fingers, grabbed your collar, tossing you into every street object possible, and then after clobbering the top of your skull, he dribbles you through a building, drags you down said building, and while the moon shines down, he picks you up. Grown man having his feet dangle is crazy. And when he pulls out a move that seems to be a spirit bomb equivalent, he's out there moonwalking on your shit. And to add salt to the wound, he beats you using your own element. Imagine being a lava creature and dying to fire. Also, the guy invaded your death scene. How does that even work? Now look, this last one technically has a use to the team, but
and let's just you know, keep it a buck. You know, like he said, Jogo is very strong. He just happened to fight the 2 strongest sorcerers in the anime, so that's some pretty bad luck.
Honest, I just fucking hate him, Sanji. Every time he's on the screen, my blood pressure rises. Every time I hear Nami Swan, I just want to turn the show off. He is a top tier bum. Matter of fact, every single one of us can beat him in a fight. All we gotta do is bring fine shit around and he'll drop dead. The only time I kinda rocked with Sanji was Whole Cake, but immediately after, he goes right back to doing some fuck shit. Sanji sucks, Zoro better.
Damn, I still have not really got on that One Piece yet. Eventually, I think I might watch One Piece just to kind of see what the hype's about. Now, I know that One Piece has like 50 million episodes, but I'm gonna try to watch it. I promise you guys, I will. Very valid selection, of course. I just think that the Green Lantern that he used in this video has got to be the most unlikable version of the Green Lantern ever, in my opinion anyway. But regardless, still a great video by Still Kevin. If you liked the video, please head on over to Still Kevin's channel. I think this is like his second channel, so he's trying to build this up. Give him your support, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, if you enjoy the reaction, give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. I'll be back with more reactions. Peace!